Human Collective. I am taping this video today to teach a little bit about self-love. My dog is around me right now, so you might hear this snuffling, growling, breathing sound, and that is my dog Evie. And I'm hoping to hopefully do a release in here as well. And a release is something that I developed over the last 15 years as a source and way of healing. And oftentimes when I do a release, people can feel all kinds of things, all kinds of feelings, sometimes tired or yawny or gurgling stomachs, all kinds of things. Oftentimes when I complete a release, people can feel lightheaded, and we're just really going to want to ground to our feet after I complete the release. So what I'm sharing about today is self-love, and the reason I'm starting off all of my videos on the YouTube with self-love is because it's actually the most important technique that we can learn to heal ourselves. And when you talk about self-love, people are like, well, I love myself. But what does loving ourselves actually mean? And, we're taught since we're young children that we need to love ourselves. You need to love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. But people don't really teach us, what does that mean? What does that look like? How do we love ourselves? And what I've discovered in my process of healing is that the human has two aspects to itself. It has the human being, and then it has the soul. And the human being's the part of us that's living. It's the part of us that is born in with multi-generational wounds and traumas and programming and wants and needs and desires. And that part of us is, always going to err, is always learning, is not going to be perfect. And the soul, on the other hand, is the pure part of yourself. The soul is the part of yourself that traverses lifetimes. And the soul's the part of us that we want to actually access when we need love. And the soul's there to give you infinite love. And really, the soul doesn't care whether you fail or don't fail, whether you do a good job or you don't do a good job. It really doesn't care what you're doing. It cares that you're collecting experience. And it cares because it's an aspect of the God source. And the God source is collecting experience through you, through this human. And in this lifetime, you're a human. And your job is to collect the experience of your particular human. And as long as you're collecting experience, good or bad, which really there are no good or bad, that's just a human perception, more realistic would be to call it easy or hard. And so whether experiences are easy or hard, the soul loves you through it all. And what we haven't learned to do is to tap the soul. And what that means is right now there's a part of me that's talking to you. And there's a part of me that's listening to me talk to you. And that part of me that's listening to me talk to you, if I can step back into that space, I can access that love. I can access that infinite acceptance. And if I've done something like erred in some kind of way, like right now doing this video, it's my first YouTube video. So it's not simple or easy. It's creates an anxiety. It creates a part of me. It triggers a part of me that feels like it needs to be perfect. And when it's not perfect, I access that love. And I say to myself, it's okay, Lisa, you're okay, you're all right. You have a right to do a video. You have a right to put your information out there. You have a right to explore this part of yourself. And that's me accessing that self-love. And when I can access that self-love, that's the medicine for all things. So we oftentimes think that we're looking for external love. We're looking for love from our parents. We're looking love from our partner. We're looking at love from our friends. We're looking at love from our pets. And the reality is that at the end of the day, you're accessing your own love. You waited for them to say, okay, now you can give yourself the love. And then you give yourself the love. And the thing is, I don't have to wait for that. I don't have to wait for someone else to give me the permission to access my own love. I can just access my own love right now. And when I access my own love, it alchemizes. It alchemizes the experience that I'm within. It allows me to regulate myself. And when I regulate myself, I come to what I like to call a 0 point inside myself, which is a peaceful space. And from that peaceful space, I can access, that's Evie. I can access infinite potential. I can access my choices, and I access new choices. And I begin to let go of the things that I'm in. And part of us letting go of the things that we're in is, well, that's a whole nother piece of information, but I'll bring a piece of that in here, is us recognizing and remembering that we're just human. Humans err sometimes. Humans trip and fall, Humans say the wrong things. Humans forget. I forget all the time. And it's okay. It's okay that we forget. It's okay that we err. I'm a human being. I'm doing the best I can. I'm always learning. In reality, perfection's not even real. It's not even something that's real. It's something that humans create and that we strive toward for a sense of safety. And being perfect doesn't keep you safe. Giving yourself love in the moment gives you safety. And that's what makes you feel safe in the moment. So really, we access self-love so that we can access safety. And being a human's hard. Being on the earth plane is hard. This is a hard life. It's a hard existence. It's a hard reality. And we need the medicine. We need our own medicine. Infinite medicine inside of ourselves when we slow down and we companion ourselves and we give ourselves love even there. And that's actually a code that I like to use. I love myself even here. It's okay that I'm here. It's okay that this is happening. I love myself even here. It's okay to be here. Humans have all kinds of experiences as part of a human journey. And when you journey, things happen. Think about like an actual walking journey. Things happen on a journey. You trip, you fall, you scrape your foot. You have a hard time going up a hill. You fall when you're going down a hill, And it's normal. It's natural. It's part of walking. It's part of being in a human body. It's part of experiencing. But if you don't take the risk and you don't go on the walk and you don't go on the journey, then you miss the beauties of an existence, the novelty of existence. You miss that bird in the tree or that squirrel, or you miss that beautiful flower or that mushroom, or saying hi to someone else in the bushes, or going for a walk with your friend or your pet or the stream. And you cannot journey and stand in one spot and miss all of that, or you can take a risk and you can do those things. And if you trip and fall or fall down a cliff, you can love yourself right there. You can love yourself through it. You can step back from the human that's hurting and stop looking outside of you for that medicine, for that love, and begin to know that medicine and love was always inside of you. You're just waiting for something out there to give you the permission to access it. And we don't have to wait for anything to access our own love. We can just give it to ourselves right now. And even just right now, practice it. I love myself even here. It's okay. It's okay to trip. It's okay to not know what to do all the time. It's okay that I don't have the answer right now. The answers will come. And when you love yourselves in that space, the answers come easier because you're able to access your choices when you're in a peaceful space, when you're regulated. So I'm just going to take a minute and I'm going to do a quick release with us so that you get a practice of releasing. Another good code is I'm safe even here. I love myself even here, and I'm safe even here. And people will be like, well, what if I'm not safe? What if something's happening outside of me? Well, safety doesn't come from that thing stopping. Safety comes from stopping and loving yourself inside of you, giving yourself the medicine. You give you safety. You're not wrong. The world isn't safe. The earth plane isn't safe. But you can be safe inside of you. If you wait for it to be safe, you're going to wait forever because it's never going to be safe, right? It's chaotic. A natural part of this existence and this reality is chaos, and it has a right to exist. Chaos means it's out of your control, and it's true. This external realm is out of our control, and I don't have to control it to be safe. I need to be able to access the medicine inside myself. I need to slow down and companion myself. I need to give myself love even here. And right before I do a release, I'm just going to add this piece in because I think it's also really important. It's something I noticed of myself when I didn't learn this, in my earlier years. I've only been learning this for the past probably 10-ish years that I've been receiving the information to begin to heal these spaces inside of myself. But when we go into a traumatic situation, when we go into something that's unexpected, when we face some chaos, oftentimes we reach out. And because you're reaching out, you're like, oh my God, there's nothing here. Nobody's here. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And we start freaking out. The key, reach into your own self, grab your own heart. I'm here with me. I'm not alone. I have me here. You're okay. You're all right. I have me here. And again, that's the two parts of the human. That's the soul that's soothing the human. And it's saying, you're never alone. You've never been alone. I'm here with you. You're okay. You're all right. You're going to figure this out. And we will. We'll figure it out. The one thing we know about ourselves is that we've always figured it out. One way or another, we've always figured it out. We always figure it out. If you look back over your lifetime, have you always figured it out? Yeah, you have. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here today. Somehow, throughout your life, you've always figured it out and you got here today. And that's the key. The key is, I am going to figure it out. Is it fun trying to figure it out? No. Is it fun not having the answer? No. Although it could be. The more we normalize that state and the more we love ourselves and give ourselves safety even there. I love myself even here. I'm safe even here. Love comes from inside of me. Safety comes from inside of me. The more we access that, the more fun we have. So reach in. Stop, slow down, reach in. Grasp your own heart, right? So I'm going to do a quick release on that so that it gets easier for us to integrate that. A release, I oftentimes call it release a prayer. It's like a prayer, but it's a communication with the God source. I'll oftentimes call it the God source, and the God source to me it's everything at once. It's the living being that we're inside of. And why would the God Source care about you, tiny little human in amongst a massive universe? Because you're a part of it. And stagnation to the God Source is death. It's like a deathing energy. And it doesn't love stagnation, because stagnation is the opposite of growth and expansion. And the one common denominator of this universe is growth and expansion. And when you grow and expand, it grows and expands. When you stagnate, it stagnates. However, it's another human experience. Sometimes humans stagnate. It's normal. It happens here. And we have that choice. We're free will beings. We can stagnate or we can grow. And it's up to you. What do you want to feel? Do you want to feel stagnation or do you want to feel growth? And to me, most often, I choose growth. I choose to slow down, companion myself, love myself even here, give myself safety even here, and access infinite potential, infinite choice. And that comes from regulation. And we need to teach ourselves to regulate first. And that's the very first step of healing. Big healings of this life and this existence and this reality. Healing trauma. And that's what I'm here to help with. I'm going to help with healing trauma and teaching techniques and tools to heal trauma. And that's part of my purpose. I am a practicing therapist at this point in time. And I am coming onto YouTube to access my soul family. And working with people, I've seen how needed and how necessary these techniques and these tools are. And I want my soul family to heal. I want them to grow. I want them to get their power back, take back their power. Power meaning the ability to move forward freely, the ability to go in any direction, to move yourself. And we'll do some information and some releases on that as well. Evie's making some sounds if you're wondering what it is. So here we go. So Source God Mother, I acknowledge and accept that we're speaking about self-love and giving ourselves safety and our right to slow down into ourselves and our right to give ourselves permissions to access our own medicine, our own love. I recognize that there's been a lot of teachings in this world and this existence and this reality to reach out, wait for someone else to give you permission, try to control the external realm. When there's chaos, control the chaos to try to get safe. Perfection means safety. And all of those things are lies, illusions and delusions that are preventing you from accessing your own self and your own medicine and your own love and your own safety. And Source God Mother, I don't want to do that anymore. That's an old way of existing, and I want to clear it from my mind, body, spirit, and soul. I want to clear programs, modes of functioning, ways of existing, trigger points. I want to clear contracts, binds, barriers. I want to clear internal dynamics and external dynamics. I want to clear frozen pain spaces for my mind, body, spirit, and soul. I clear, cleanse, and heal all of that now through all quantum fields, past the DNA and RNA, and into the God space of first creation. I release all drama, karma, trauma, pull out the dharma, and neutralize, purify, clear, cleanse, and heal from the cellular, energetic, and magnetic structures, and from the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious minds. I pull in those helper frequencies and those helper beings to continue to help me to access these spaces and to continue to help me to utilize them as I move forward in these good ways. I clear, cleanse, and heal through the children and up through the ancestral webs, past lifetimes and their webs, and for the collective universal who are open to it at this time, including all planetary systems and on all sides of the veil. I quantum forgive that we live this way, that we didn't know any different, that we didn't know any better, that no one taught us how to access our own internal love. I purify back to the God Source origins, programs, patterns, binds, barriers, walls that got in my way of accessing my own internal love, my own medicine. And that I recognize that I don't have to wait for anybody to give me permission to access it, that I can just say, I love myself even here. I'm safe even here. And in using those codes, I already begin to access those spaces in my mind, body, spirit, and soul. I welcome those healed helpers, those beings of light, those doctors, healers, and nurses in all realms of existence to continue to purify and alchemize these spaces and drop me into those original blueprints, those original codes, and to continue these healings until completed. I give so much gratitude and thankfulness to those helper beings and those helper frequencies that are here with us, helping us, guiding us, loving us, nudging us, holding loving space for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always being there for me, for reminding me of these things when I need it the most, for giving me those messages that I see out in this realm. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I clear, cleanse, and heal all of that now through all quantum fields, and I'm opening to receive for best and highest well-being. With the most ultimate of love and gratitude, I choose this. So I choose this and breathe. And I just like to do this extra little bit of cleansing. So I'm just going to do that right now. And you just keep an open mind. You can repeat it in your mind, or you can just open up to it and then again agree to it and take those breaths. And Source Godmother, please immediately evolute my systems for best and highest well-being of the systems within me and the systems around me, including really rooting me down to this universe and into the multiverses. And as you root me down into this universe, that you help to exchange my life force frequencies, healing codes, information, knowledge, wisdom, and that you fractalize that throughout my mind, body, spirit, and soul. And that you really root me to my feet and you upgrade those frequencies of my feet, recognizing that my feet are connected to all parts of my body. So when I root down into my feet, I'm able to access all parts of my body. And I root into whatever it is that I need the most. And I ask that you create that frequency in my feet so that when I root down to my feet, when I ground into my own feet, I'm able to access those healing codes. I clear, cleanse, and heal all of that now through all quantum fields, and I'm opening to receive for best and highest well-being. With the most ultimate of love and gratitude, I choose this. So again, I choose this and breathe. And for anyone that is feeling lightheaded, you're just going to ask your higher self or the God source or that soul piece of you, just simply ask the words, please ground me to my feet. And now over the next couple days, sometimes people feel extra things after do a release. Sometimes they feel fatigued or tired because their body's healing. These are quantum healings. We're going directly to the universe to clear programs and modes of functioning and ways of existing. And we're asking the soul to let it go and literally to reprogram us in a brand new way, and in a way that's in alignment and in our greatest health and wellness. And so I just ask that you practice those things over the next little bit. Don't believe me, practice it. See it for yourself, see what happens when you slow down and you give yourself permission to love yourself in that space. Notice what happens to the feeling states. Notice what happens to your groundedness. Notice what happens to your creativity. And those codes, I love myself even here. And I'm safe even here. It's okay. It's all right. I'm okay. I'm going to figure this out. It's okay that I don't know everything. I'm a tiny human with a tiny brain. How much can we know? Right? You'll figure it out. You always figure it out. So that's a completion of this video. I hope you like it. Share it. Let people know. Talk about it with others, practice it, and let me know. Let me know. What did you experience? What are you experiencing? How does it work for you? I'm interested to know. And I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day.